Hi Leo, I hope you guys are doing great today. Welcome to your deep love read for mid-March. So we're going to get right into singles and then complicated. I'm going to timestamp for complicated in the description box below. You're also going to find a discount code, 20% off all my readings for the month of March, or as long until the slots fill up. They are filling up quickly. I do believe all of my live Zoom readings are booked, although maybe the end of the month there might be 1 or 2 slots open there. But anyway, it's to celebrate my 2-year anniversary here on YouTube. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, let's get right into this for our Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and 7th house energy, friend. Okay. So we have the past, present, challenge, and final outcome. Judgment. It looks like you took a chance on getting back with somebody in the past. Somebody you were very attracted to. Yeah. We have Judgment, which is a Pluto energy. So we have 2 past cards in the past. Might have been some sort of cyclical thing, you know what I mean? Like you're together, you're not together, you're together, you're not together. Yeah, so we have the Fool energy. So trying things in a different way, it does seem like, right? Because when we have this working with the Judgment energy can actually mean that, right? It's like love is assessed and it shifts into a new phase, and then maybe there was a need for reconciliation if you know, you felt like for a minute or two like the relationship was really worthwhile, you know, just going back to something, right? But connecting in a very different way, right? The Fool is doing things differently that, you know, that next time. Lots of attraction here though. We have this Queen of Wands energy. Lots of attraction. Now again, King, Queen, it isn't like gender is not acknowledged here, but this is about having, just being super fired up, really very passionate energy, you stepping into your power, you know, and it's like you were in this space where you had the strength you needed, you felt, to make the relationship work and feel really energized, and you felt really good about going into it. Again, here we go, you were feeling nostalgic. Really about getting back with somebody. Harmony, the past, reconciliation, reconnection with the past, you know, finding balance in the relationship, right? If you suffered mistreatment, things being remedied, right? That was the past for you. So those of you who are single, it does look like you're single now. You were back with somebody though. You did get back with somebody. Now the situation right now, we have the Emperor, and the Emperor this is also an energy of you meeting somebody new though. So this is very interesting because it does seem to me, I just want to pull another energy on here. We have the Sun reverse. So the Sun reverse is, it's still positive, but the Sun reverse can indicate delay, like a temporary delay. This could even indicate like waiting. So some of you may be waiting to get back with somebody, waiting to reconcile with somebody. You might even be feeling kind of depressed about it, Leo, for those of you who are single. But the Sun is never negative. It's always positive. But for here, I feel like there's just this delay. So, you know, in the meantime, a lot of you may just be going out and just allowing yourself to be open to a new energy. I mean, this is the Emperor energy. Now, in numerology, the Emperor is the death card in numerology. And the death is all about an ending so that there could be a new beginning. So there could have been this ending, right? Even though you're really wanting to reconcile with somebody, but you allowing yourself to have this new beginning, and you know what I mean? And just allowing yourself to be open up to meet somebody else. So this can be meeting somebody new who's great, who values tradition. It's a really nice energy. Really nice energy. Now, the thing is with the Emperor energies, I always say as well, because it's an Aries energy, you know, lots of ideas that come in, lots of fire, lots of passion. Come on, let's do this. They're totally into it. You know, that might even be you, Leo, right? A fellow fire sign. Come on, let's go, let's do this. But there may not be ultimate follow through. So a lot of times the way this can show up is, all right, I really want to be with this person in the past, but damn it, I can't be right now, right? For whatever reason, we got the sun reverse here. So you open yourself up to this energy and like, yeah, no, I'm going to be fine. I'm going to go with this new person and I'm going to make it work. And yeah, you know, but then there's like, it gets to a point where it's like, wait a minute, do I really want that? You know, I'm not sure. So there might be this faltering of follow through. Now this could be you, or it could be the energy that you're dealing with, where somebody comes in with a lot of like grandiose ideas and they end up not having a lot of follow through. Now we have the Hangman. So the Hangman here is a Neptune energy. So you could find yourself in the situation where you're hanging out waiting to hear from somebody. This can manifest a couple of different ways. Some of you can experience with, you're waiting to hear from somebody who you have some feelings for, and you're waiting to hear if they have the same shared feelings for you, or are you actually wasting your time? Are you going to end up needing to sacrifice something about what, you know, regarding what you want, need, and desire in relationship to actually be in that relationship? Or is that you? Is somebody waiting for you to do that, right? But either way, there is this idea of waiting with the Hangman, because it's like, press the pause button, right? But and you're going to just be like, not knowing if a situation is going to really end up working out, and if it's really worth the sacrifice of something that actually matters to you, you know, really at the end of the day. So this is you trying to gain some wisdom, get a different perspective on a situation. So just not sure. You get the Seven of Pentacles here. Seven of Pentacles. Hard work, putting hard work into a relationship, being really patient, feeling like there's potential for success. So whatever the situation is that you're in right now, don't give up. You're almost there. Your future self will thank you. Ace of Pentacles. Ace is always something brand new. Pentacles is mental, physical, emotional connection. This is happiness, contentment, really getting what you desire. And coming to you quickly, you being able to achieve what you want, having a foundation of stability that you really, really want, and this being able to come to you. But I feel like for some of you, this can be like with a new energy, but you still may have this sort of past person, still sort of that residue, as I always say, on your soul. So let's look at your challenges, though, is the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is really nice energy. It's a mutually supportive relationship, but this seems to be a challenge for you. You know, meeting any sort of new passion that you really feel very connected with, feeling like super harmonious. Even if somebody's showing up really beautifully, I feel like some of you may still be Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or 7th house, still have feelings for someone else. So I don't know how that's going to end up faring out here, because here we have you in reverse. So yeah, I mean, look, this is about, you know, having a really hard time getting past something, right? Weakness, difficulty with the, you know, a decision or making a decision, taking a risk. You don't want to deal with any sort of confrontation. So you might like ignore your instincts in this energy in the name of like safety or ease, but this can end up stunting your growth in this situation. So you have to be careful of like overthinking anything, or like analysis paralysis kind of energy, you know. It's just, it's best to face like whatever it is and just be grateful for the lesson and the experience, because, you know, whatever is going on here is not going to go away on its own. And so that's like a difficult energy for you. Yeah, and we have the Ten of Swords. I mean, this is never an easy energy. You know, it's not. It's not. You know, this is in your challenge. You know, so for some of you, this is like, okay, kind of accepting the fact that something is totally over, and like the finality of the release, right? Even though you're feeling like less frustrated, less stress, you know, and knowing that it's the end of a very challenging era. Knowing that if you allow the release, you're going to be able to transform into a healthier space, right, with fresh eyes and a new mindset. Like knowing all of that, but it's still being a deep challenge for you. So a lot of you are going to be in that space, while others of you are like, you know what? I don't know. I'm like ready for a new start. I'm ready to just recover, forgive, and move on, right? So some of you, you know, it depends on where you're at. But then we have the Page of Wands here. in the challenge as well. And Page of Wands is really about being able to negotiate something, really, you know, the Page of Wands. And some of you might be feeling really bored right now. Some of you just may be either you're in a space of immaturity, or you're dealing with nothing but immature people are coming across your way, and you're just not really resonating, you know. But the Page of Wands is this energy of like negotiating, needing to negotiate, right? Your emotions regarding relationship and what you have offered to you right now, right? Because you may end up meeting somebody who initially seems pretty good, right? And very sort of like a package deal, but you may realize upon like closer, maybe getting to know them, that they're not really either what it is that you're looking for or who you thought they were initially. And you always want to be careful and just listen. This is part of the human condition. Sometimes when we're in a space where we really want to move on from something and we meet somebody new, it's very common. This is very common just for all humans, where we project what we want the person to actually be in the relationship, like on top of that relationship. You know what I mean? So, and that's always the trickiest part of relationship, is accepting somebody for what they bring to the table and not projecting onto them what we think their potential is, or what they, you know what I mean, like what they might be able to bring to the table. So let's see what the final outcome is. We have the Queen of Swords. So I love it because this is about being very determined and strong. So a Virgo and Libra energy, very motivated to find out just like the truth of a situation, the psychological motivations of a person. This is you being really strong after a period of adversity, you know, quite honestly. You being strong and still standing after a tough go here. Then we have the Page of Swords. This is all about truth. You know, Page of Swords is about some sort of truth coming in. It's personification of air. So it's some sort of truth coming in. You getting help from people around you, you know. But you being very in the mental, right? Meaning you very like thoughts, sticking in what makes sense, trying to stick with the facts. Not easy ever, I always say, with a fire sign, with a water sign, you know, but this is just some sort of useful information coming in, some sort of truth, and that truth is going to bring a boatload of clarity with the Ace of Swords, right? This is all about new beginnings, clear thinking, right? And just immediate change to your circumstances for the better. This is like for the better energy. You're going to be very mentally agile here. You're going to be able to see things differently. You're going to be assertive without being aggressive. I like this is a great energy for getting over any sort of past obstacles, getting what you really want. Thoughts becoming things, manifesting energy. And then we have the Devil reverse, which way better in the reverse. We like the Devil better in the reverse here for sure, because whatever shackles or whatever imbalance was like plaguing you when it comes to relationship is not anymore. So restrictions are dealt with more easily. It becomes very clear to you that a situation is, you know, actually not as bad as you originally thought regarding maybe this new person either coming in or having to do with reconnecting with somebody from the past. So let's see, because I'm really getting a couple of different messages here. Oh, Eight of Wands. So Eight of Wands is information coming in from somebody, good news coming in. Great news about love, especially if you've been separated. Page of Cups, an offer. Ooh, okay, here we go. Very nice energy, good news coming in about something to do with the relationship. This could also indicate a new potential partner being like very, very close if you haven't met them yet. So this could be really beautiful new energy. Leaving the toxicity behind. It's like, no thank you, moving on, you know, just detaching and allowing yourself some space to do some internal work, to just leave the toxicity in the past. Moving on from something that wasn't working. And then we have the beautiful King of Pentacles energy, making the most of something, right? This is a beautiful energy for relationships. This is somebody who prefers being settled in a relationship, likes to be a protector, but this person has no patience for anyone who's looking to take what's his, right? So that's for sure. having to do with that. And then we have the King of Cups energy. So I'm telling you, like, this is about following your heart right now, Leo. This is very, very interesting, because I feel like there's a need that exists here, right, to settle some sort of conflict, either within yourself or with somebody else. And you may be really unclear how to even handle that. And the answer here is to go with your heart. I feel like for those of you who are single, all right, I feel like one or two things are going to be happening here. You're going to allow the past to stay in the past, and you're going to open yourself up. You're going to make yourself realize, you're going to push yourself into a space where, all right, well, maybe this new person isn't so bad. I'm going to really give it a go. But you're still sort of feeling this past person. Others of you, you're going to give a new person a chance. You may be even actively doing that right now. But it's going to be very hard for you to not kind of circle back, just to at least settle something with somebody in the past. But to have this King of Cups energy, remember, it's Libra and Scorpio in astrology. Libra is about that partnership. Scorpio is about an ending for a new beginning, with empathy, with understanding, with sensitivity and love. Not afraid of the intimacy, not afraid of what's on the other side of that. So, wow. I mean, I just feel like that's a really heavy message, because it's beautiful. No matter how we slice it, good energy for Leo as we go into fiery Aries season. I do like it. The golden mirror. See if we can't get some more information about like what was going on here. Oh, somebody feels stabbed in the back. What? So we have the golden mirror, self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. I don't know. That could be you. That could be somebody else that you've been dealing with. Then we have girl talk, time with friends. It could be girl talk, guy talk. Time with friends, right? Just moving on from a situation. Happily single, living in the moment, and having fun. So you might have been dealing with a little bit of like either a narcissist. I'm very careful to say that. I mean, it's indicated here, but doesn't mean they have a narcissistic personality disorder. I like the idea of more self-absorbed in what their wants, needs, and desires were, right? And then you're going into the space of being single, moving on, hanging with your friends, doing that. You entering a new phase, right? But then we have new phase, rekindle, renew, transform, growth, changed mind. You sort of, and I feel like that, right? With the devil energy, something is not so bad. But then we have the stabbed in the back energy, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception. So this pain, with the stabbed in the back, there's pain. With the golden mirror, so I feel like there was some sort of pain that you went through in a relationship that was just really not easy for you to get past. Yeah, look at this. Okay. Okay, so we have clarifying this self-absorbed energy. I need more time to figure things out, but I don't want to lose you. Well, like, really? Okay. I don't know. Girl talk, hanging out with your friends, realizing that somebody's mask has fallen off. Right? I mean, look. Maybe somebody was acting like they were ready for something that they weren't, and that you're realizing this. Then we have for the Phoenix, new phase, rekindling, renew, transformation, growth, change mind. I know I didn't handle things the right way, but I don't know how to fix it. Oh, looks like somebody wants to come out. And then with stabbed in the back, conflict is a necessary step in the growth process. Be patient. This will pass. I don't know. I feel like just for now, for the middle of March, I feel like, you know, a lot of you are in the space where you're single, something ended, but you're not totally over that person. But you're going to open yourself up to meet somebody new. But then it's like there's a lot of energy. There's a lot of energy here being felt by me here. So, like old and new energy. So I don't know. You know, listen, I like, what do I always say, Leo, right? I'm the weather girl. I can only give you the weather. I cannot take into account, again, what's going on, what's transiting your personal chart, because you're a lot more than just Leo. And you know, we can never account for the human condition and the human luxury of choice, right? So, just tell you what the weather is. All right, so let's get on to our complicated friends. I don't know. So, you and like one other sign, I think so far, I'm like, oh, you might want to hang out for the for the complicated. I don't know. It might be. You might get some additional messages. I'm not sure. Let's see what's going on for our complicated Leos. So, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Knight of Pentacles. Lover's energy right now. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Cups. Three of Wands. Having a hard time leaving something. Okay. Okay, so coming into this, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is really about being smart with your time, you know. Again, though, this could also indicate that you're with a partner who is a little boring, Leo. You know, you guys are the house of fun, right? You guys are the landlords of the 5th house. It's all about fun, romance. You want to be friends with your partner, as I always say, so important for the Leo archetype. But you just sort of feel like, you know, I feel like, did I kind of get this for you last time? It's just like something's missing for you there. And then we have the Four of Swords. Yeah, and Four of Swords, you're like taking a step back, right? Really great energy to do some really great work on yourself. Maybe some shadow work, some therapy. Just a good energy to figure out a better strategy for moving forward. And not only in this relationship, but just kind of like in your life. You're in the space so you're like, oh, I got to figure this out. But then the thing is, look, we have this Five of Swords energy. You can't fix them, Leo, you know? You can't. There's a big clash here of desires and reality. What you want, what they want, and the reality that you guys share. So there's this tension, there's this ongoing conflict. And the thing is, you're not going to win here. You might win the war, but you're not winning this battle, whatever you're in here, in this recent past here. It really is better to just sort of step back, kind of walk away with grace and dignity, as I always say, right? Because you can't control the circumstance, but you can control how you react to a situation or respond, right? Always better to respond than react, you know, and just deal with the anger and disappointment of a situation, because you can't fix the unfixable and you can't mitigate this stuff in this energy. It's always that energy, right? And then we have this working with the Queen of Pentacles. So this is you really very much focusing on yourself, right? Trying to take care of yourself, trying to take care of your health, trying to take care of your finances. You know, for those of you who are married, like the marriage, or like this can indicate like money coming to those of you who are coupled. For some of you, it could indicate that. For others of you, it's really trying to reconnect. Some of you discussing having a baby, right? Because the Queen of Pentacles is also one of the cards of fertility. So at least having that conversation about, if not actually having a baby, if you're in that space in your life, or the ability to grow the relationship, or maybe both, you know, maybe both. But really figuring out what's necessary. Queens are always about connections, right? So it's connecting this idea of being able to grow with the idea of home, what's needed to grow the situation. But I don't feel like you guys see eye to eye on stuff, right? Because this Five of Swords energy, it's like, you know, a lot of like clashing between what it is that you really want and what you're able to actually manifest in reality in this relationship. So right now you guys are in a space where you need to make a decision. There's no question, because the Lovers is about this. This is Gemini energy, but it's about a decision in love needs to be made. If you're both on the same page, in that you're both recognizing what needs work in the relationship, beautiful energy. Archangel Raphael blesses it, and awesome sauce right from there. If you're not, you can't do it alone. That's the thing, right? There's got to be that balance where you're both making the decision, where you're both talking about exactly this beautiful 10 of Cups energy, right? This is about family, having the conversation about family, you know, what it means to feel contentment. You're recognizing the benefits of security. And this is a great energy for family, for partnerships, where what you've been working hard on will finally come together. When it comes to the romance within this connection, when it comes to the family connection, communication, all of that. I just feel like, Leo, those of you in a complicated situation, you really want to try but I'm wondering about the motivation, okay? Keeping it real. We have the Queen of Swords here. Again, this is being very determined, standing strong. You're very, very, very focused and motivated to find out the truth and the psychological motivation of your partner. This is a very strong energy, very strong in the face of adversity. But it's like, you're not sure if you could trust it, Leo. I almost feel like this, okay, so they're saying, all right, we're going to work this out. I know what we have to do, da-da-da-da-da. And you being like, I'm not sure. What's motivating them to say that? Is it because they just don't want to be alone? Is it because they just don't want to get divorced unless because they want to be with me? Or they don't want to deal with like the financial fallout of, you know, this not working out, or, you know, and fill in the blank. It's going to be something different for each of you. But you're going to be very focused on figuring out. And the thing is, it's going to be very hard for anybody to get anything past you in the Queen of Swords energy, because she sees the bullshit a mile away. And she sees people's motivation the second they walk in the room without even opening their mouth. Now, we have the Knight of Wands energy. So you're in a good position here in that you've put a lot of energy into this situation. You are very tired of the same old, same old. You are very tired of there not being any sort of progressed change, but you do have the perseverance, at least you're feeling like right now, you do have the perseverance to see it through, or at least give it more of a chance. Now, this feeling of exhaustion, this like, I'm just going to hang in there, this is very temporary. And you might even feel very defensive, is very likely right now, but you want to be careful that this does not keep you in a negative mindset, right? Because thoughts become things, and you want to be very careful of that. So if you really throw your energies behind the effort of trying to make the relationship work, and you maintain balance, you know, great. The key here is balance, though, because then what comes after the Nine of Wands is the Ten of Wands, and then you just can't do it anymore. It doesn't even make sense. It's the card of overwhelm. So some of you may be just in this space where it's like, I'm barely hanging on here for dear life in this relationship. I'm like, it's by a string right now, you know. But for a lot of you, the challenge is in walking away. You know, the challenge may be this. Can be a block for you. Because this is about, you know, leaving, something not feeling right, and just saying, you know what, it's time to move on. Like, I feel sad, but at the end of the day, I'm really not going to feel regret, right? Because a lot of you, to be honest, you may have already emotionally left the situation already. And that's the tricky part. Because a lot of you may have already emotionally left, but meanwhile, you're here still trying, feeling like you're hanging on by a thread. Then, you know, why would that be? What is with the challenge? Like, what's getting in the way of you going after that relationship that you really want, you know? That, because it's Saturn and Pisces energy. So it's like, the fact that Pisces is there tells me that you sort of have this etching out of like this dream, and that sounds so corny, but that kind of relationship that you really want, and yet you recognize you're not going to be able to have it with this person, but yet you're not able to pull yourself away to have this new beginning, to have a new mental, physical, emotional connection with somebody, you know. We have this Page of Cups here as well. So, I mean, this can indicate a new potential partner coming in, or being like right there. And it's like this energy of maybe feeling very swept up in the idea or the energy of this new person, but that is really challenging for you, like not being swept up in it. And it might, okay, wait, this is like really, so it could even just be the idea of somebody. Do you know what I mean, Leo? Where it's like, you're not happy in your relationship, so maybe you met somebody online, I don't know. Maybe just in your mind's eye, you're just thinking about somebody from the past, something like that, and you're really allowing yourself to kind of get swept up in it. And this is a challenge for you, though, right? Because then we have the Three of Swords energy. The Three of Swords is the card, you know, this is the card of pain. It's heartbreak, it's the truth, it's betrayal, it's clouds of doubt finally clearing and facing reality, and you know, just sticking with the truth of the situation. But I feel like you guys might be the ones that are really confused about this, because you don't want to hurt somebody else, and you don't want to hurt You know, so this can be this challenge, because the Three of Swords, even though it's the card of pain, it's at least the light's coming on and truth coming out. And wherever there was confusion, there not being confusion anymore. But this whole row is your challenge. But let's see what the outcome is. Oh, we got the Three of Wands, Leo. Look at this. Look, this is one of the good fortune cards. I mean, this is a very busy, intense energy. This is an indicator for a wedding or an important relationship, but it's moving on to realize plans with something new. Yeah, you might be dealing with an energy that's sort of like out of the ordinary for you. Somebody who's unconventional for you, you know, but you totally resonating with it. So maybe they're much older than you, maybe they're much younger than you, maybe they do something very unique for a living, you know, anything like that. But it is this Three of Wands is very focused on the future, not even turning my back to look at the past. King of Cups, very charismatic, social, sensitive individual, really beautiful energy. But this is you following your heart, you know. And whenever this comes up, this always does indicate a need existing to settle some sort of conflict, either within yourself or with somebody else, but you're really not sure even how to handle it. So somebody may be calling you forth on this path, it does seem like, but you're just not really sure how to handle it. So again, follow your heart. Oh my goodness, listen, I feel like, yes, there is somebody new coming in here. High Priestess energy is that, shh, don't tell anybody. That's a High Priestess energy. Look, I'm even whispering. Oh my gosh. Yeah. You know, this is a moon energy as well, right? It's connected to the moon. So this is, let's just talk about this for a second. Numerology, this is the judgment, the justice, and the judgment energy. So at the end of the day, Leo, this is you saying, like, what's fair, what's not fair. And the judgment is about recognizing everybody did the best they could, including yourself, and you forgiving yourself, but you really trying to follow your intuition and your instincts, and you're not talking about this newness here. You're not talking. I don't feel like you are. And this can also indicate working on a relationship in private. And we have the Ten of Swords energy. So something, oh, okay. Yeah, because look, the Three is new, future. This Ten of Swords, there is a history here. There's a history here. Endings where there is a history. The finality, the release of something. It releases you from frustration and stress, even if it's painful. And this is the end of a challenging time for you, so that you can transform your life into a healthier space. Fresh eyes, new mindset, the whole nine, you know. But it's like one sword at a time over time. One piece of truth after another piece of truth after another. And it just really is just weighing on you, and you're not being able to stay in the whole situation anymore. So it does seem like those of you in a complicated situation, wow, there's somebody else here. Well, at least somebody you're communicating with, or somebody you're thinking about, whatever it is, their energy is showing up. Coffin, endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transitioning. You're transitioning into a new phase of your life right now, my friend. Love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. Beautiful. This is all you're going to be just very focused on that. Mirror, mirroring each other, self-image, relationship, reflect our wounds, introspection. The mirroring, I always call that the seventh house also in astrology. It's the house of mirroring each other, where there's a reflecting of each other's wounds. But it ends up leading you to do a lot of introspection during this time. Healthy choice is beautiful. Making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care, and being happier. Very nice. Let's see if we can get some additional messages from the Homemade Oracle. I need more time to figure things out, but I don't want to lose you. I know I lack balance, but it's not so easy for me to look at. Clarifying the love. The mask has fallen off. Yeah. That relationship reflecting the wounds here, it really is about that being realized. Something feeling very, very uncomfortable for you to be in. Then we have healthy choices. I know we didn't handle things the right way, but I don't know how to fix it. But you know what, Leo, I just don't know if it's going to be enough to keep you around. It really is an interesting energy I'm getting because of the power of this new wanting to come in. You just want to focus on feeling good, feeling healthy in every way, and you really want something to work. But yet it's almost like the way in which they're trying maybe isn't really resonating with you. You are blessed right now, so amen to that. Good. Yin. Beautiful. So yin is our feminine energies, and it's also allowing ourselves to feel, and it's allowing ourselves to be sensitive and getting in touch with our emotions. And then we have regeneration. Beautiful. So this is all about transformation. So you're going to allow yourself to feel your feelings, understand that everything is happening for a reason, and then we're going to go into a space of regeneration. So for you, so really nice. Let's just pull another. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. A moon is the emotions. Yeah. Well, I like that card just because we're in this weird space right now anyway. We're between Pisces season and Aries season, you know. I mean, we're in Pisces season, but we're going into Aries. So things are a little sort of unclear right now. So nothing should feel set in stone until like the end of the month. Maybe even going into April. Get to know each other. Learn to meet another's needs for love. So this is somebody new. Yeah. Yeah, just like a new beginning and a different, it's being called forth, right? That is that energy, right? The Three of Wands, it's that sun in Aries. It's that focus on a fresh path, new perspective. There's newness here. All right, my friends, that is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful in some way. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, take care now. Bye-bye.